Alright everyone, here is my modified 360 that I put all over, or actually mentioned on 360mods.net or .com, I don't remember. Here, what I have added is some tape over top of the over top of the CPU heatsink, so the air is drawn through the front, and which increases the airflow through it, and also increases the heat transfer since it's not going, or it's not bypassing through the back, it's all coming through the front. And then, uh, just a sec. Gotta get this off. And then for the GPU heatsink, what I did is I just put a little piece of cardboard over top of it so that it would force air to be drawn in through the front of it as well. That also increases the airflow and makes things work a lot better. And then over here, what I have done is I've added in an old IBM an old IBM computer charger. It's 16 volts, and trust me, you want 16 volts. It increases the speed of your fans, increases the amount of air that is moved. Just trust me on it, okay? It sounds stupid to put 16 volts on a 12-volt fan, but just do it. It works. And then over here, what I have done is I've added a relay over onto the original power supply. And it really doesn't matter where you put them, just as long as they're side by side. Like, I don't know how to exactly show you, but just on the left side of it, it's on the left side, just make sure one's there, like the left bottom one, and then on the right side, it's on the right bottom one or on the right top one. It doesn't really matter. And just put them on there, and it should work, because it doesn't really matter which one's negative, which one's positive, because it'll work. Now, if you have problems figuring them out, just make sure you turn on your 360 and you're very careful not to touch anything else when you plug them in to see which one is which. And then once you're done, just put them in there and make sure you just put them in there pretty good. Now then, over here I added a dial, which I also put all the way through the top. And then right here, covered in tape, is a relay. It really doesn't matter what relay it is, as long as it's not an automotive relay. You want like a computer relay or a read relay. As long as it's 12 volts for the thing inside that closes the connection inside. As long as that's 12 volts, and then the amount of electricity that can flow through it is 120, you're fine. Even if it says AC, it'll still work in DC. And then over here, what I've done is I've added onto the fans. I took red. On the fans, it's one of them is red and I believe, or red and black. The other one is brown and blue. Brown and red go together. Black and blue go together. And then you take them and you wire them all together. And you want to make sure that you test your power supply to see which one is which. And then once you're done, just put it all together and then tape or solder everything together. And make sure that when you put it all together, do not use the little crappy solid wire. You want to use the kind that is stranded, because it's more flexible and doesn't break as easy. It's a little bit more difficult to solder together, but trust me, it's better in the long run because you can take it apart over and over and over and won't have to worry about broken wires. Now then, I'm going to show you what it sounds like and how it works after I put it all back together, or at least put the lid back on and put the CD thing back in place.